Pia naguzia hiyo maneno ya Maumau. Kila wakati tulikuwa hapo, kila wakati tunaitwa mazishi ya wale ambao ni mashujaa wa uhuru. Tunawazika kila usiku, kila mchana, na tukienda huko hadithi ni kusema ya kwamba watapewa mashamba. Wale watu wote, they are over 80 years, 80, 90 and 100. Going to even to 120. Sasa watapewa mashamba gani?
Na utafanya na nini na shamba sasa?
Na shamba gani utapeleka wapi? Sasa ni wakati wa sasa. Sisi ndio watoto wa Maumau. Sisi wenyewe. Kama kuna mashamba inakatakatwa, iletwe tukatakatiwe sasa. Sisi wenyewe. Bila kusema ati kuna watu ati sasa ukikatia Kimathi unamkatia akiwa wapi? Sasa ninatoa hiyo agenda. Na hii mashamba ya kuvamia, kama vile SG amesema hapa, hakuna mashamba imebaki ya kukatakatwa ya watu. Wengi walinunua kwa mashamba yao, kwa pesa zao, na kila mtu alikuwa na haki ya kumiliki shamba kulingana na uwezo wake. Na tunauliza watu wa Kenya, wakuwe na juhudi, wafanye kazi kwa bidii, wasitegemee mambo ya bure kila wakati, ili kila mtu akule jasho yake. We hope that all of us will be united, peaceful, because we will be having anything that we want in the mountain. God bless us. Amen.
Tunashukuru.
Mambo kinodhia, wengi tunajuana, na ningependa kusema jambo moja. You cannot talk about the cost of living in Kenya without talking about taxation. Mimi kama wakili tumetengeneza petition inaenda kotini next week. And the petition is very clear. We want to set a constitutional limit as to how much money the government can come into your salary as direct taxation. Yes. Because this government has gotten to a point where they think they have a right over your salary. They've gotten to a point where they can go to a 70% if they wanted. Right now, they are civil servants and people who are being taxed to the tune of 35% of your earnings. If this government thinks that it is very sweet to tax people, let them take the salaries, we shall take the taxes. Yes. But we cannot get to the point where, and this has to be made a constitutional provision, that the government of Kenya should not take more than 20% of your earnings in direct taxation. And I'll tell you why. When you wake up tomorrow morning, when you go for a cup of tea, when you open your tap, the water is taxed. The tea leaves are taxed. The milk is taxed. The sugar is taxed. The cup from China is taxed. The bread you are going to take is taxed. The minute you get to your car, the fuel is taxed. And it's even worse. Unajua wanatumia V8 ya diesel. These politicians. Diesel is 200 shillings. But paraffin, mafuta taa ya mtu ya kupika ugali is 202 shillings. So they are trying to finish the person at the bottom. So we are saying that we have to get to a point where we say as a country, that there has to be a limit as to how far the government can go deep into your pocket to take taxes. Because if we don't do that, Kenya Kwanza will get to a point where they can tax 99% of your salary, unabaki na shilingi moja. So I am asking the people to support us in this. You cannot talk about the cost of living without talking about taxation. Because the first thing that is making life very expensive is taxation. Right. You're being told fuel is 211 shillings. But more than 70 shillings out of this 211 is government tax. So if we are going to address the cost of living, right now the controller of budget has told us what? That State House was given 2.3 billion shillings in 1 month. I want you to go and do the maths. These people are spending 76 million shillings a day. So what is someone doing with 76 million shillings in a day? What is this that is being cooked at State House? Kwani kitunguu ni pesa ngapi? So they have to tighten their belts as we tighten ours. Asanteni.
Finally, Kihanya. One is that we want to appreciate you, members of the media fraternity, for coming to join us at this time. This is the Kamue group. We have had several meetings in the past. And I want to give the apologies of Mother, who was here, had to rush to another meeting that is starting around this time. We have the apologies of Peter Munya. We have the apologies of Derito Mureithi, Rivadi, Degwajiru, and the others who have been regular faces within Kamue. But also to recognize that today we have delegations from counties, counties that have already formed chapters. And we have a chapter from Nakuru, we have a chapter from Nairobi. Of course, we have others from Laikipia and other parts of this country where we have people from Mount Kenya region. And we will continue, even Kiabu, heavily represented also. And we will continue growing this number, but it is really a question of familiarizing themselves with what it is that we want to achieve as Kamue. And today we have continued to speak, and in the coming couple of days, maybe weeks, we'll have a meeting with delegations from over 14 counties here in Nairobi to discuss issues that relate to us within the Mount Kenya region. Just like other communities are discussing their manenos. And it's the reason is that we feel like we want to be together politically, so that we can address our issues from a political point and from the same platform like others are doing. We will hear something from Kiabu and Nakuru. There are those who are now saying they want their counties subdivided. I believe that also that's a request that could be coming from Mount Kenya counties also. We have the CLI on the issue of the cost of living. And when we CLI, wengine wanasema msitupe mawe kwa serikali. Kama wewe uko na njaa, si mawe unatupa, ni chakula unaitisha. And others are also saying that the cost of living is impossible in other places. It is also impossible within Mount Kenya region and wherever our people are. May I quick and fasten to say ya kwamba mkiongeza petroli raundi ingine, hii Kenya kitaumana. I don't think Kenyans can take any more pain beyond where we are now. Yes.